Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. By the video title, you know what this video is about. As you guys know, it's the 23rd of July 2025, the Dynamite edition. As you guys seen, of course, we see Hangman Page start the show off with Willa Yuta, and he also ended the show. We see Hangman Page and MJF throughout the show a lot, like that, and Moxley too as well. Hangman defeated Willa Yuta, and he was telling Willa Yuta after the match when he about to hang him with the chain, he was like, "They're not coming to save you, they're not coming to help you." And then also we see Hangman later on. You know, he get the opportunity, of course, to fight Jon Moxley. He gonna fight Jon Moxley, of course, next week. He will defend his world championship against Jon Moxley next week. Jon Moxley keeps saying that Hangman is not champion material and all this stuff. So we're gonna see a match between, I think this is the last show in Chicago too. So we'll see a match between Jon Moxley and Hangman Page for the world championship next week. And I think after Hangman Page wins this one, he should win. He won this one. I think the Death Rider is going to kill Moxley in that ring. It'll be something crazy that happen. He'll do something crazy in that ring. I think the Death Rider is going to kill him. They're going to lose faith in him like that. Lose belief in him. That's going to be something crazy probably that happen after that. That's going to be the main event most likely. So we probably expect something crazy happening after that match like that. Unless something else crazy happens. You never know. MJF is still the contract holder. And Hangman Page did say, MJF, you can either be, you know, a man enough to face me and earn the world title, or you can do a coward way and just cash it in like that, cash this contract thing in when like sneaking and cowardly and win a championship. So he basically telling MJF like, hey, choose what type of champion you want to be. And MJF said it before. He said that they said the history books don't care how you win. Like on the history book it says you won this championship, you won that championship. So we'll see what MJF decides to do. Right now he got a lot of things happening. He got a lot of enemies. He got Hangman Page, one of his enemies, not his own group or syndicate. I mean his enemies, because you know Bobby Lashley won him out the group as well. So you got that happening. And then you also of course have I think him and Mark Briscoe as well. Mark Briscoe and him been going at it for weeks like that. So you got that going on too. You probably see a match between those two as well. Maybe a Forbidden Door or something like that. Maybe they're all out in September. But probably most likely Forbidden Door. Maybe you might see something happening with that. But yeah, MJF got a lot of enemies and stuff. We've seen, of course, Toni Storm pick up a big victory against Billie Starkz. It was an eliminator match, so if Billie Starkz would have won, she would have had a title opportunity. But she tapped out to Toni Storm, and after the match, Toni Storm got attacked. Got attacked by Athena. Athena attacked her, you know, after the match, looking to maybe cash in that contract. But then Windor came out there and interfered in the match. She was supposed to fight Athena at Collision on Saturday for the Ring of Honor World Championship, so that should be a pretty good match as well. But I wonder what's going to happen between Athena and Toni Storm little thing. I wonder how it's going to kind of go. I don't know who's Toni Storm next opponent going to be, because I know Athena can challenge her any time like that, so it could possibly be somebody else. Maybe work themselves up, maybe do a tournament to decide who will be the next contender for the Women's Championship, because we know Mercedes Moné lost the championship match, of course, you know, at All In, and we haven't seen her since. I think right now she's fighting the Revolution Pro, defending her Revolution Pro Championship, so we'll see when she comes back where she's going to be at. Jamie Hayter is another person who's injured, so she missed All In this past year. Again, she was there the year before last, but she came back and returned to All In, but now she missed this All In, so she still hasn't been like solidified like on the show beforehand. So we'll see how she looked when she come back, because I know Tekla was the one that attacked her, so she might come back, maybe team up with Queen Laminata, because then now they got Tekla, Sky Blue, and you got Julia Hart on the team. Maybe you do a match where it's Jamie Hayter, Queen Laminata, and maybe Toni Storm helping them like that. I think Tekla and them might be geared up to go against Toni Storm. That could be a possibility of happening too as well. We'll see, unless somebody from Stardom or something like that popping up to fight Toni Storm at Forbidden Door. So you never know what could happen. Forbidden Door will be a lot of different things, a lot of collabs they have, of course, as well. So maybe some crazy matches going on, but we'll see what happens with Toni Storm. We also seen, of course, Swerve get attacked by Okada. After, he got the match ended DQ because Henshin was about to get Swerve stumped, but then you know Les Archer and everybody came out for the Callis family and attacked Swerve, and then Swerve got attacked. He kind of fought them off, but he got attacked by Okada. Okada came out of nowhere, spun with a chair, and hit him in the back like that. Of course, you know Okada's a unified champion, so we'll see Swerve versus Okada probably eventually. I don't know if it's going to happen at Forbidden Door or it's going to happen at All Out, but it's going to happen eventually. We're going to see a match between those two. I don't believe they ever fought before, right? I don't believe they ever wrestled before, so that should be very interesting. But overall, it's a pretty good show, pretty good Dynamite show. We're seeing FTR, of course, like I mentioned, advance. I think I mentioned it. Yeah, but FTR advanced, of course, in the tag team tournament. They beat Jet Speed in that tag team tournament, so they moving one step closer. They win the next match. I think after that one, you'll get to, of course, I think the championship match, which should be going against the Hurt Syndicate. And it should be still champion by then, so that'd be interesting. I still had a prediction that MJF might form his Pinnacle team back up. Screw Hurt Syndicate over and cost them the tag team championships, and it creates even more turmoil and more rivalries between everything. It'll be very interesting. I think that's gonna happen probably because the connection they have. And then we also seen Colt use the Hurt Syndicate to beat FTR up. So FTR already got a bone to pick with Hurt Syndicate. So that should be a cool matchup between those individuals. But overall, pretty good show. Pretty good Dynamite, of course. I think in Chicago, gonna be the last night in Chicago next week. I think for the last Dynamite, I think they collision as well. And then after that, we'll see where else they go. And we'll see Forbidden Door coming up. And then in September, of course, All Out. Like I mentioned many times, All In is where dreams come true. You've seen Hangman Page win the championship. You've seen, of course, Swerve and Ospreay defeat the Young Bucks, Toni Storm retain, all the positive things that was happening, of course, most of it throughout the show. But All Out is where nightmares happen. I tell you, we've seen some crazy stuff that happened at All Out before. Even some stuff that happened outside the ring before. Happened at All Out. All Out is where the nightmares happen. Always the craziest, most vile things that happen. Like that last year was crazy. You know, you see him and Paige almost killing Swerve in that ring. They was killing each other in that ring. This year we might see something crazy like that too. I think you might be seeing it because if the Death Riders do turn on Moxley, I don't know what's gonna happen when he's alone. Then he gotta fight Darby Allin by himself. Maybe in an unsanctioned match at All Out or something. Darby Allin finally get revenge on him. Hey, that could possibly happen. So it could be seeing something crazy happening. Maybe Athena cashed in her contract during that, where she did that, maybe decimate Toni Storm, and then she win the championship, walk out, Ring of Honor World Champion, and AEW Women's World Champion. Hey, you never know what can happen. All Out is where nightmares happen. You know, the villains usually win all the time at All Out, and some crazy things happen. You're like, dang, man, he done destroyed the hero or something like that. So that could possibly happen. So we'll see what goes on. But that's all I have for today's video. Hope you guys enjoy it. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.